Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. We are officially halfway through April, which kind of feels wild to say out loud, but also kind of exciting. So today's video is a little bit of a mid-month check-in. I wanted to sit down, chat about how the readathon's going so far, what I've been loving, what surprised me, and just kind of take a moment to pause before we head into the second half of the month. This isn't going to be super in-depth. That'll come at the end of April. But I always love doing these little check-ins because they feel a bit more real-time and a bit more honest. Overall, I feel like the readathon has been going really well so far. I didn't go into April with a super strict TBR, which I think has helped a lot. I've been kind of mood reading, leaning into what I feel like picking up, and not putting too much pressure on hitting specific prompts or numbers. And I think because of that, reading has felt really fun this month. I've had a good mix of cozy reads, a few emotional ones, and some that just completely pulled me in, which is honestly exactly what I wanted out of this readathon. There have definitely been a couple slower reading days, just life, energy levels, all of that, but nothing that's really taken me out of the experience. I wanted to talk about a few favorites so far. Again, not super in depth, just kind of first impressions and how they made me feel. Before I get into specific favorites, a quick recap of what I've read this month so far. So at the beginning of April, I did continue on with the Blue Moon series, and I've now finished most of it, except for the last two books, which I'm kind of saving for a bit later. After that, I picked up a few ebooks that I've been really looking forward to, which were Blooms and Bonds and Nests and Nuptials by Polly Maple, and also The Nanny and the Alphas by Layla Sparks. I think that's what the title is. It might be wrong, but it'll be here. I also picked up Pack for Spring, and I can't remember the author off the top of my head right now, but it'll also be right here. And that one was a new release. And then I've also finished More Than Friends by Singleton. The first book in the Honey Mountain series by Laura Pavlov, Always Mine. And I just finished The Strawberry Patch Pancake House by Laurie Gilmore. So it's been a really good mix of reads so far. I think one of my biggest standouts has been More Than Friends. This one just really worked for me. The dynamic, the pacing, the overall vibe. It was just one of those books that was just really easy to get into, but it still had enough emotional depth to keep me invested. It's definitely one that I kept thinking about even when I wasn't actively reading it, which is always a sign that it's going to stick with me. I also want to mention The Nanny and the Alphas because this one delivered exactly what I was hoping for going into it. I love Layla Sparks books. I knew the kind of vibe I was going to get, and it just hit all those expectations in the best way. It was fun, engaging, and leaned into that really immersive, escapist style, which fit my reading mood perfectly this month. And I feel like I have to mention Blooms and Bonds and Nests and Nuptials. These were just very on theme for April. They have the lighter, slightly cozy, slightly romantic spring energy that I've really been gravitating toward. They're not necessarily the heaviest reads, but they've been perfect for this time of year and exactly what I've been in the mood for. As of filming this, I just started Last on the List by Amy Dawes. This one feels like it's going to be a really fun, engaging read, so I'm excited to see how it fits into the rest of my April reading. Something I've noticed halfway through this month is that my reading mood has definitely been shifting. The start of April, I was really drawn to lighter, more romantic and easy reads, and now I feel like I'm starting to lean a bit more into stories with a bit more emotional depth, but still keeping that cozy element. And I always find that interesting because it kind of reflects where I'm at personally too. I've also been reaching for books a lot more in the evenings lately, which has been such a nice way to wind down at the end of the day. Going into the second half of the month, I don't want to change too much. I still want to keep things flexible and fun, but I do have a couple things I'd like to get to. I really want to finish the last two books of the Blue Moon series, although I don't know if that's going to happen. And I'm going to continue leaning into the cozy spring-focused reads. But overall, I'm not trying to rush anything. I'd rather finish April feeling like I enjoyed what I read rather than just trying to hit a number. So that's my mid-April check-in. I would love to know how your reading has been going this month, especially if you're also participating in the readathon or just trying to read a bit more this spring. Let me know your favorite books that you've read so far this month because I'm always looking for more recommendations. And I'll be back at the end of April with a full readathon recap where we'll go way more in depth into everything that I read. Thanks for watching, and remember, stay cozy and keep reading.